everyone, how's it going? How's your Tuesday? Hi Alex. Hello Priya, how are you? We are just gonna get right to it today. I'm doing some makeup, light cute makeup. I'm filming some content. We are gonna have content coming out this week, so don't worry. I know I've been kind of dry spell. Oh goodness, so exciting. Congrats Priya. Hi Mama Char, how are you? So we're starting off, I have like self tanner on. I don't know if you can tell, I'm all bronzy. I'm gonna go in with some pretty tanned foundation. And we'll start there. I'm gonna mix it with a bit of a lighter one too, but it kind of matches the tan vibes. And this is the Face Bond Foundation by Urban Decay. I actually really like it. It's very like natural and glowy. Right, Alex? I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Yes, so Canada just had our election yesterday, and thank goodness we voted the Liberals in again for a rare fourth term, I believe. And I think a lot of that is due to pushback to the whole like Trump administration stuff going on just south of us, and wanting a strong leader for our country to combat that. And the leader of the Liberal Party luckily switched and became this man who has a big global reputation, especially as a economist and banker. So he's great with finances. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good step in the right direction. And it signifies that we are a nation of acceptance, and we are a place of prosperity for all human beings, not just certain people, you know. We prioritize everyone, no matter your background, no matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, as long as you are kind and you support other people. Sorry, yeah. Spam. Goodbye. We don't do spam here, guys. You know the rules. But yes, and there's been so much pushback around the world, especially against trans people, as we know. In the UK, they were just made like trans women were just made legally not women, which is like really hard to deal with. And so my heart goes out to all my UK base of people and people that I know, friends that I have. I think it's so messed up. Yeah, I've just been kind of speechless. I've been like dealing with my own shit on the side too. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Hi, DJ. But yeah, so I've just been dealing with my own stuff, and then seeing all this stuff in the headlines. I just like felt a bit overwhelmed, so I haven't been posting as much lately. But I will be back on that horse this week. May is coming. I have my half marathon on Sunday, so that's exciting. But yeah, so you always have to protect your peace. Make sure you're in a good place before you put yourself out there, because otherwise dealing with hate and stuff like that, it can be a bit much. Got iced tea. So good. Hi, Goose. I'm just doing a little bit of concealer. This will just like brighten up certain spots of the face, add some glow. I just do like a little bit. I don't even know the lingo that you guys are saying. Thank you so much, Bailey. You're so sweet. If you guys are new here, smash that thumbs up button. I go live all the time. I have a podcast as well. And we just vibe and chat and talk about life. I'll always like to know what you guys are up to as well. And yeah, I just enjoy this. It's like a fun little hobby to come on here and be live with you guys while I do my makeup or while I'm cooking. And I always would prefer if people are respectful. We do have some mods on here, so if you're not respectful, you probably are gonna get banned. That's just like a warning. If you're here to troll or you're here to be like making nasty comments, there's no point, because you'll just get banned. So what's the point, right? I love that. If I can make you feel better about being yourself, then I've done my job, you know? been having stress lately, and I know it because it like manifests itself in physical ways for me, unfortunately. Like, I can't just like have stress or whatever and not have like a physical reaction to it. And one of the reactions that I have is like a skin condition flare up, and I don't know what it is. It could be like an autoimmune condition, could be psoriasis, could be something else, I don't know. I get like a patch here on my arm that just like goes crazy. You can't really see it. This one's pretty good right now, but I also have a patch under my eye here. Do you see this patch here? It's like this weird condition of skin that's just like completely a different texture than the rest of my skin. It won't like work with moisturizer or makeup or anything, and the skin is like cracked. It does look like it's Fenty, but it's not. Chic Glam, it's like $6, super affordable. They're probably ripping off Fenty though, so use at your own discretion. Now this is my new favorite blush product. You guys are gonna love it. It is super affordable. It's by Lys, L-Y-S, and it looks like this. It looks like a big jumbo lipstick. And you just twist it out and it comes out like that. And then you just do a few little swipes. The pigment is insane. You don't need too much. And you just take your beauty blender and blend that bad boy out, and you will have glowing rosy cheeks. Hello to South Africa. Bailey. I do have some mods already, and I'm just gonna like let it be. If it gets really bad, then I'll let you know. Thank you, the princess. Congratulations. Right, Fatmer? It's such like a good natural blush for your skin. It like keeps you glowing, and it's not like drying or anything like that. Thank you, Maxie. I'm very happy about how the election results went. I think, you know, the world has moved in a very conservative direction, and it's nice to know that Canadians are really doing their research and voting for someone who has all of our best interests at heart and not just like a select few, you know? I think we're a very compassionate nation, and I hope that that shines through this next term. I'm from Toronto. Hi, Tristan from Kentucky. Why do I talk like Miley Cyrus? It's because we both smoked way too much. I love that. I did put the location tag on Toronto for this live stream, so hopefully I'm connecting with more of my local audience. Because typically I find if I live stream without tagging my location, YouTube will sometimes push me like super global locations, which is cool. But then I have a lot of people tuning in at like random times like for them. And then you don't have as many regulars, so it's nice. Cool. I am 29, so I'm getting up there. I'm almost 30, which is crazy. Salut. Comment ça va? Ooh, I want to go to Europe soon. I was just kidding about the smoking thing. Some of us just have raspy voices. The 411 is that the weather is warm, the sun is gorgeous. It's time to go outside and get ready for summer and enjoy the day. So that's what we're doing here. What's the oldest I would date? I don't know. I mean, age is just a number to me. That being said, I typically wouldn't go past 40, I think would be, because then I would start to feel like there's like a bit of a generational gap, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Not too sure. What's the youngest I would date? Probably 25, but I don't even know if I would go that young because I feel like at the point in life that I'm at, I'm looking for something more serious. And I think guys that are in their like mid-20s maybe aren't as serious, so it probably wouldn't happen. Like I typically would go like my age or older. these are my spring nails. They're a pastel butter chrome French tip, which I really like. I think it's so nice for spring. Okay, next up we're gonna do a little bit of bronzer. Hi Carlos, hi Phoenix. Yes, Braylon, this is just like a natural, very like clean girl aesthetic makeup look. It's a very like everyday kind of vibe. And you can always jazz it up by adding like a smoky eye or something. But it's pretty simple to achieve. The youngest Audi is 80, very wealthy, just looking for love in the last leg of life. I love that, Faye. And maybe you can get on the will too. Where did I get my jeans? So I just recently bought these jeans and I love them, and I was scouring for a good pair of jeans for a while. I went with my sister to the mall. We went to like all these different stores. We went to Gap, we went to Levi's, we went to so many different places, and I just wasn't vibing. Like I was trying on the jeans and everything fit kind of weird. So I went to good old Abercrombie and Fitch and I found these jeans. I love them. They were marketed as like low-rise, slouchy, baggy kind of vibe, but they're kind of mid-rise in my opinion. Like they're not low-rise, but they fit so nicely, I think. And they look even better when you can see them like the whole way down, but they fit so good. I don't know if they're sized correctly because like I don't think I'm that small of a size. Maybe I am, maybe I'm smaller than I think. But these are a 26 and I always thought I was a 27. But even these feel kind of big. Like I could have got a 25, I think, in hindsight. But I'm like, there's no way I'm a 25. That makes no sense. But who knows? I could be wrong. Sorry, God MRI, I will not marry you, and do not ask again. Okay. But yeah, so that's my jean recommendation. Yeah, Elio's over there. What was I gonna do? I don't know. I'll do some eyeshadow. Just going totally bronzy today, as per usual. Hi Jay, hi Miss Chloe. Do I like men, women, non-binary? I like everyone. I think everyone's awesome. But if you're asking about dating wise, then probably men. But I will say, like, I'm attracted to masculinity. So it doesn't have to be a cisgender man or whatever. I'm ready, getting ready for work, so I won't be modding very well. It's just vibes. Oh, no worries, Faye. I have Chris on here modding as well. Maybe some of my other mods will stop by. Hi, Banana. Hi, J-Dog. Thank you. Thank you, Caesar. It's kind of like a Rolex knockoff, but it's from Guess. Thank you. Oh, it's amazing, Nathaniel. Thank you for all the support over the years. I really appreciate it. You guys, we're almost at 100 likes. We're just 39 likes away. Smash that like button. Thumbs up my live stream if you enjoy it here. We always have good vibes. Am I gonna watch the game tonight? I don't know if I will. I kind of want to get some work done and stuff. If I have time, I might, but it's not a priority for me. It's also a Tuesday and there's so many games. Maybe I'll have it on in the background while I'm working. But for anyone who doesn't know, the Toronto Leafs, the hockey team here, they're playing tonight. They're doing playoffs and they're currently against the Ottawa Senators. They just lost the last game, so it is a nail biter. And I think this is the game, like, win game that could send them to the next series. But I don't know. I just don't know. I'm stealing content concepts. What does that mean? I'm pretty sure everyone just does their makeup in yaps online. Not very original. Let's get some bans on these overtly sexual comments. From dog accounts, no less. I just got a job as a cashier recently. My first job out as a trans woman. It's been pretty great so far, actually. That's amazing, princess. I'm happy for you. I love that. I hope we can live in a world where everyone can just, you know, go out and live their lives and not be persecuted just based on how they look or who they are, you know? Things that we can't change about ourselves. Okay, time for a time out. Hi, Lily. I swear they always come back with other accounts. Thank you, Banana. So sweet. Honestly, probably 3 kilograms of makeup at this point. Who's my favorite philosopher? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Aristotle? I did a bit of reading on some of the philosophers of the ancient Grecian time when I was in university, but it's been a while, so I can't fully remember all of them. But didn't Aristotle advise Alexander the Great? Okay, Google. Did Alexander the Great know Aristotle?
On the website atlantis-press.com, they say, in BC 343, when Alexander was 13 years old, Philip brought the famous philosopher Aristotle to Pella to serve as Alexander's tutor, who taught Alexander in ethics, politics, and heuristics. 1. It was during such period that Alexander obtained significant theoretical foundation of his later conquest of the world.
So there you go, Aristotle. He helped Alexander form all of his concepts and ethics that led to him being the greatest conqueror in the world. So there you go. And he's so influential that we still talk about him today. I think I read Aristotle's Poetics in university. And I find some of Plato's concepts interesting. He's also an interesting philosopher, especially Plato's allegory, if you've ever heard of that. And it's this concept of people living in a cave, and it basically is like the Matrix before the Matrix, right? And they would cast shadows into this cave as if it was real life, and they would create a simulation for the people living in the cave. And yeah, yada, yada, yada. Kind of is like an early concept of something like the Matrix, where you have computer programming and stuff that is used to simulate reality. So a lot of early workings. And it's funny, like what I find the most fascinating about ancient history is how similar we are today to them. We always create this distance with technology and everything like that, and electricity and just the way we live our lives. But really, if you were to go back in time, the community aspect and the humanity of it all is so similar to just who we are as people today, you know? It's interesting to me. I always find it fascinating. Okay, let's do some mascara. I recently cracked open my new favorite mascara, which is YSL. They sent me this mascara. It's so nice. It's so bougie. I love a good little designer makeup moment. Hi, local lesbian. How are you? We are on the verge of the next great collapse of society, especially in North America. Helter skelter. And just like the Romans, we will party until the fall of the empire. There's this one Lana Del Rey song that I really liked, and it kind of paints a picture of a apocalyptic North America and how we'll just keep dancing and partying until the world ends. And she has one line in it that's just basically like, cut a rug. And it's so fun. I love it. It's like acknowledging the decay of society while also acknowledging that we are fickle, hedonistic beings that want to enjoy life till our very last breath. And just like all great civilizations, we are bound to fall at some point. A lot of people believe that the Atlanteans were an advanced society and they were light years ahead of everyone else at their time, and they flew a little bit too close to the sun like Icarus and their wax wings melted, and their society crumbled. But that's all just hypotheticals because we don't actually have the evidence. But I think the concept's cool, and I love the Disney movie. My favorite color is green, but I kind of love like this lavender color. Really flattering. Can we block Roger? That's a pretty comment. Thank you, Molly. So this is the YSL mascara. It doesn't clump and it coats so nicely, and you can layer it. Heavy but good makeup. It always looks heavy when you're putting it on, but it's not as heavy once it's all done. I did not switch off Sky High. It's my favorite drugstore one, but YSL sent me this one, and so of course I'm gonna indulge. But I would say they're pretty comparable. I would just say this one is a little bit less clumpy, but the Sky High one is still great. It's amazing. Nothing better on a hot day than a refreshing iced tea. Literally not sponsored. Sponsor me iced tea. Yeah, can we stop with the weird sexual questions? So I'm doing my second layer. It's going on so nicely. See how nice that is? Definitely am not gonna do more than 2 coats because otherwise I'll look like Tammy Faye Baker, which is not my vibe. Now, contrary to, I feel like my previous ways of doing makeup, I no longer do powder like setting powder before I do setting spray, because you want the powder to kind of mattify your makeup, and it's not going to mattify if you put a setting spray on top. So I've got my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, which I love. Thank you. There are still ancient tech in Egypt, stargates, and ancient alien ships under the pyramids. We didn't come from evolution, we came from a starship. Ooh, I love those conspiracy theories. I think they're so fun. Wouldn't that be so fun if we came from aliens? A lot of people do believe that. The nozzle on this is like kind of broken, which I hate. It kind of like jets out. Just gonna wait for it to dry. Then I'm gonna add my powder and then a little bit of lip gloss and we're good to go. Would I rather fight 1,000 ducks or the equivalent of 1,000 ducks into one big duck? Probably 1,000 ducks. I would just get like a shovel and just like, you know, clear them out. Just like those simulation videos. Although if there's one big duck, I could just get a gun and be like, pow! Literally, Faye. Okay, we're almost dry. The skin is skinning. As soon as the skin's dry, we're gonna go in with some powder. What's everyone else up to today? You're drawing a monster. Is it cock breath Nick? I do go to the gym. I just ran 10K today and I'm running a half marathon on Sunday. So I'll take as much man body as I can get. Hi, Emily. in some powder. This is going to add a mattifying effect in certain areas of my face and also provide a little bit more coverage and brightening. That looks good. You're gonna have to Shazam the song just because I don't have access to what it's called because I'm using my phone to live stream. Dakota White has never heard the concept of a first name and a last name. Now I just have to find my favorite lip gloss. I'm gonna take you guys with me while I hunt for it. Well, it's not in here. Where could it be? Oh, I found it. Isn't that such a nice color? Okay, we're done our makeup. I don't know if I ever did find those earrings, to be honest, but I lose jewelry all the time, unfortunately. I'm turning the music off. I just need a break. Sounds like someone's knocking. Nope. You know, you can just hear your neighbors. But anyways, they're probably just hanging something on the wall. My hair is actually air drying nice today. I am real. One second. Can you guys hear me? I'm still here. I was trying to get the music to work, but it just felt a little too eerie and quiet without the music. But we're back now. My dog is a toy poodle. Ugh. I had this pasta that I made yesterday, but I kind of feel like I might have a gluten intolerance because it kind of makes my stomach hurt. But I'm still gonna eat it because it's a waste. And there are starving children in Africa, as our parents used to say. I love that. Okay. Post-apocalyptic horror vibes. Now we are doing a mukbang. Plug your ears if you hate the sound of chewing. It's a good refrigerator. Do I love God? Does God love me? I have an avoidant attachment style, and if he tries too hard, I run for the hills. Yes, Ava, I'm from Toronto, Canada. I made rigatoni rosé with roasted chicken thigh and white truffle oil. So I'm just eating the leftovers of that. Of course, she has no respect for God. She's a narcissist. Wow, these are really judgy comments coming from people who practice love and practice the way of the light and the Lord. I don't think Jesus or God would love all the mean things you're commenting. Only God can judge me at the pearly gates. Exactly. Jesus loves me no matter what. He has an anxious attachment style. He will always be obsessed. He'll always be calling and knocking on my door. I always have Jesus in my back pocket. So for now, I can play around with the rest of my roster. I do like Dress to Impress. Oh my God, from hell, Satan is here to come to take me to hell, finally. It's like a most exclusive invite, and I've wanted to go for a while. I heard the parties there are amazing. I think Jesus was a transgender woman because he grew his hair really long. They didn't have like laser hair removal back then, so of course he had to have a beard. But he loved wearing a crown of thorns all the time, which is really cunty and cute. And he wore like a cute white mini skirt when he was on the cross. So, not to mention all the trade, all the DLs that were following him around, the apostles, like, hello, she was serving. I know Jesus was tucked up in that loincloth. How old am I? I'm 29. Thank you, 50 Zanes. Jesus is fashion. I mean, she said, nah, ear piercings are too basic. I'm getting my hands pierced. Exactly. The dermals. It was sickening. And every T-girl knows a Paul, a David, a Matthew, a John, a Judas. The biggest betrayal of all from Judas is that he was gonna spill Jesus's tea. Who was the one that nailed Jesus to the cross? Was it David or was it, no. Was it like a Roman? I can't remember. It was the Romans, okay. Interesting. Because the Romans were very like gay trans forward. Emperor Nero even married a transitioned person against their will. I'm eating rosé rigatoni with roasted chicken thigh. I did not grow up in church. I was baptized Lutheran. It is really good. And it's not even like warm and it still looks good. Sorry to hear that, Sophia. Feel better soon. I didn't grow up outside of church. Sorry to hear that, Faye. Shreya, they just love deep throating. Specifically with the Bible. Have you guys ever hooked up in a church? I love this. To make love is to be one with God, and so I'm sure he'd like to watch. Isn't he a voyeur? Make love on the altar as a performance sacrifice. Was Moses a top or a bottom? You're right, Moses had a huge staff. So he was definitely a top. I think I might be a prophet, to be honest. Hear my gospel truth. You guys are so funny. This is my dog. His name's Judas. He's my sweetie pie. That's the vibe, Jer Panic. I could get surgery if I wanted, Kevin, but I don't want to. I want to keep certain parts of myself to remember my journey. Banana Daddy. I heard that was Jesus's nickname. Exactly. Reese knows what's up. We almost have 200 likes, you guys. Smash that like button if you're new here. Subscribe. Join my vibes. Do ASMR. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do some ASMR where I guide you through a gentle meditation. Close your eyes with me. You are on a crystal white beach with beautiful rolling emerald water splashing at the shore. The azure sky above doesn't have a single cloud. You can hear the wind as it gently breezes through the palm fronds above, coconuts swaying in the wind. The sun feels warm and hot on your skin as you relax and slip into a deep slumber and state of bliss. You can hear a distant gull flying through the sky as it calls to its flock. And there you go. That's my ASMR. How did you like that? The Calm app should hire me. Elio's gonna bark because I can hear someone in the hallway. Yes, smash the subscribe button. I don't have OnlyFans. I don't do that. If I can't even get a super chat on here, what makes you think I would get any subscribers on OnlyFans? Thank you, Emsley. I did not have my nose done. I'm just Scandinavian. Thank you, Bruce. I think I'm done here for today, you guys, but I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. I can't even keep up with the comments. They're just rolling in so fast. So I hope you guys have a good one and you enjoyed my sense of humor today. It's all jokes. I'll see you for the next live stream. Hopefully I'll have some more moderators because the vibes here get pretty whack, which I'm like, I don't know. I don't always vibe with it, but thank you to everyone who spreads kindness and is actually a chill human being and doesn't take life so seriously. Because I know I don't. I try to just enjoy the day, and I hope you do too. Sending you guys love. Bye.